to another Tech Minds video. Now this is just for fun, but something I came across recently was a project called Spectrum Painter. Now if you're familiar with SDR radios or software, then seeing a waterfall full of life would normally mean lots of active transmissions. However, Spectrum Painter is a tool to convert images to IQ streams that look like this when viewed in a waterfall plot when transmitted. The project can be found on GitHub and supports either the BladeRF or HackRF SDR, which has transmit capabilities. The scripts are Python-based, so supported on Linux, but wait, if you're on Windows, you can also use WSL. Now, WSL is Windows subsystem for Linux, meaning you can install a small choice of Linux kernels and use Linux applications from the terminal window on later versions of Windows. Now, the first demonstration that you saw was actually generated by HackRF, but running Spectrum Painter using the Dragon OS image on VMware Player. So if you already have Dragon OS installed somewhere, then you will already most likely have Spectrum Painter installed. You can transmit this waterfall artwork anywhere your transmit-capable SDR is able to transmit. But first, you need to create some images, or you can just use the two examples that are provided, but that's not really much fun, is it? So we need to learn. Now, as mentioned before, Spectrum Painter is an application which converts an image to an IQ file. So you still need a way to transmit the file. In my example, I am using a HackRF, so I installed the HackRF library on WSL. Now this provides a command line tool called Hack Transfer, which allows the user to specify the transmit frequency along with power, sample rate, and the actual file which we're going to be transmitting. So first we need to install or download Spectrum Painter, and for this we can just use the git clone command to download the files we need from GitHub. Now there are some prerequisites in terms of required third-party files, but the GitHub page explains what's needed. Spectrum Painter doesn't need to be installed because it's a set of Python files, so we just need to issue the correct commands. Let's first convert the example image called smiley.png to smiley.iqhackrf using the Spectrum Painter script. Now this is the command used to perform that action and write the new file that we're going to send. The sample file is defined by the -s command, and the -l command sets how fast the lines of the images will be transmitted. You can play around with this setting so that the image looks good on your receiving waterfall. It's a trial and error, but the default values do work well. After running the Spectrum Painter script, you should see the new IQ file. This is the file that will transmit using the HackRF. Now to perform this, we use the HackRF transfer command like this. Here we're specifying the file name to transmit, the frequency, and then the sample rate. The values towards the end of this command are related to the LNA and AMP settings to set the power level of the HackRF. More information on these settings can be found by typing HackRF-help. If you've converted other images to IQ files, then you just need to change the file name on the command line here. So we're now ready to transmit. So loading up my SDR receiver software and then running the script, this is the output. So how do we create new images? Let's take a look at what we need to do to create a new image to send. Now to make life easy, I'll open the original smiley.png file into Photoshop just so that we can see how the original file looks. Then find a suitable image that you want to send and open it within Photoshop or your preferred image editor. Here we want a black background, and the image part that we want to see on the waterfall must be white, like this. So once edited and to your liking, save the file as a PNG. Then we can use Spectrum Painter script to convert the new file to an IQ file. And can you guess what happens next? Well, we use HackRF transfer to transmit the IQ file. Well, fingers crossed it all works okay. And yep, we can now see the new image being transmitted. Now, as you can see, this transmits over a wide bandwidth, so just make sure you use this with caution within your license conditions and without affecting other transmissions. As said at the start of this video, this is really just a bit of fun. But if you've ever seen this before while scanning the bands and wondered how it was done, well, now you know. Until the next video, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.